Venus is very active from the beginning of this month. Your ruler is saying it's time to make a few changes, and you will actually be more comfortable than you think to make changes. You want security, you want abundance, you want to feel as if you have got a sturdy place to land. And with Venus sextile Pluto, you're like, I'm going to make the decisions I need to make to be able to welcome abundance into my life and to make changes so that I feel more secure in myself. Coupled with the full supermoon in your security zone, which is actually opposing Venus, you are pushing forward. Now, sometimes you like to think about things a long time, or you can get stuck in routines. But right now, as we head into December, you're like, no, I'm doing it. I'm going to make those changes. Now, if you don't, those changes are likely to happen one way or the other anyway. So do not resist, because you're just delaying the inevitable. This is your time to feel relaxed. And this is your time to go into the next phase where you feel more secure. And everything is pointing to that. So it's up to you to take advantage of that energy so that you can move forward. With Mercury trine Jupiter on the 6th, you're feeling that you can communicate with those that you love in a much easier way. In fact, you might get some good news or be sharing good news with someone you love about the next chapter of your life, particularly as Mercury is trine Saturn. You are supported, and you realize that there are people around you that have supported you for a very long time, and maybe you can relax into that now, and that ends up being good for you and good for them. The Grand Water Trine, yes, another one after those, 3 or 4 last month? Oh, there's a lot. This one is saying to you, feel good about yourself and the close relationships that you've got around you. Even if that's only one person, whether it's 10 people, 20 people, or one person, you are emotionally grounded because you do have that love around you. And if you don't, it could come in with this Grand Water Trine. There's a sort of feeling of uplifting and sharing and union. Now, there are a few squares this month which are causing a little bit of tension. And the first one is Mars square Saturn. So it's like, you want to get going, you want to come into your power, but there may be some resistance. Whether it's a group of people or whether it's like, having to go through paperwork before you can do what you want to do, or there's all this red tape that's annoying you. Just watch, learn, and take it one little step at a time, and you will ultimately reach your goal. But there's no point resisting or freaking out or getting angry, because it's not going to speed things up. In fact, it will be the opposite. Mercury is entering Sagittarius, and that actually gives you psychic detective vibes. You can intuit what's going on and trust your intuition and bide your time. Because with Mercury sextile Pluto on the 13th, you're like, I'm ready to step forward now. And you've observed and you've seen what you need to do, and boom, it comes to you. Mars is square Neptune. Don't let other people cast illusions over what you know to be true or disempower you. You are powerful. You are fabulous. You have got this. Mars enters Capricorn around the 15th, and that gives you a real spring in your step. You're feeling optimistic. You're feeling adventurous. You're feeling like curious, and you want to explore. You might even go on a spontaneous trip. Mercury retro shadow ends as well. Happy days. So things are a lot clearer for everyone. That's it. We've gone through that hideous Mercury retrograde. Then another square with Sun squaring Saturn. So there's a part of you that's like, you don't feel free to really express yourself yet. But baby, when you do, you will be dancing forward, delighted that you're in your power and you're showing everyone how far you've come. The new moon in Sagittarius is very primal for you. You might get emotional, but do not become delulu because it squares Neptune. Again, do not let groups of people or red tape mess you up, because you are going forward and you are coming into your power, and you've made that decision. In fact, that's something you want to manifest on that new moon. Power, abundance, and security, and knowing your worth. That will come to you quite quickly. The sun then enters Capricorn again, and Venus, your ruler, and it makes you excitable, optimistic, embracing experiences, and maybe meeting someone who's very different to you or lives a long way away or from a different cultural background, and they make you laugh and they uplift you and they support you. There is one final square with Venus square Saturn. on the 21st to the 24th. And again, it's external pressure. And it's also saying to you, choose your group of friends very wisely. I know as a Taurian you don't like to let go, but is there a group of people you need to let go of to really flourish and grow? Oh, that isn't the last square because Mercury is square Saturn on the 30th. But all of those points I've mentioned, sort it out. You do not have to listen or be guided by groups of people that no longer vibrate to your fabulous level. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. So why do we at Michele Knight give you a 5-minute, no questions asked guarantee? Well, our psychics are some of the very best in the world. They are handpicked. They have 5 rigorous test readings, the final one with me, and I require very detailed information, things they couldn't possibly know just by looking at Google or social media. We want you to be totally blown away by your reading, to feel that you've chosen a psychic who you can bond with, who gets you and gives you such specific information you feel completely reassured. If this doesn't happen within the first 5 minutes, don't be shy, just put down the phone and your minutes will be topped up or refunded. Your reading should be uplifting, full of clarity and advice, and leave you empowered to make the right decisions for you. We want Michele Knight to be your spiritual home.